Pain Hustlers really should have been so much better than it was. I mean, firstly, it's a crime drama film and is yet again another adaptation over the shocking opioid epidemic where a pharmaceutical company was pressuring and working together in partnership with doctors to prescribe really high addictive and high dosage medication to not only cancer patients but also to anyone in pain, which, like I said, is absolutely unbelievable and really should have been so much better. I mean, the only thing that carries this movie is this incredible A-list cast, as the start of this film is so slow and does feel like a little bit of a trashy reality TV show, but then thankfully does have a really brilliant and high adrenaline fueled final act. And as they say, it's all about how you leave the audience by the end of a movie, and the final act at least does leave you with a sweet taste on your mouth. I mean, if you've watched any Hustlers type content before, then it won't necessarily bring anything new to the table, as it follows all of the traditional beats that that type of content does have, in terms of introducing you to a down on their luck type of character in the beginning of this movie, and that they incorrectly get an opportunity where they can really exploit a lot of people, and then when they do this, you know, their life completely changes and they're living their dream life, they're in the utopia state and everything is going absolutely brilliantly, and then suddenly everything comes crashing down. They have a bit of a redemption arc, they're really apologetic for what they have done, and then the film and TV show then explores whether or not they're going to get away with it or whether or not they're going to get punished. So like I said, super formulaic. But like I said, the saving grace for this movie is outstanding cast, and they definitely do delight on screen. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, of course, you have Emily Blunt, who does a really good job in terms of making an incredibly unlikable character really likable, and she is a really dark character, and I really like her nowadays as the protagonist isn't a shiny, perfect, heroic type character anymore. You have really true to life people that in some ways you can actually relate to, and you can see how, you know, their life has been completely unraveling, how they're in a really bad position, and when they get this opportunity to completely change their life, even if they do go about it in the wrong way, you can actually see where they are coming from. And I feel like, you know, this character does go through a lot of different situations and is also having a lot of different emotions, and Emily Blunt rises to the occasion on every single one of them. Next up we have Chris Evans, who I just have to say just slays and absolutely smashes every single role that he is in. You just know that you can really trust him as an actor to deliver. A lot of people are pretty harsh on this actor in this movie, as they're like, oh, he's totally miscast, he is not able to play this dark, shady character at all. I actually think the opposite. I think Chris Evans did a really, really good job actually in terms of really bringing this guy to life, and he is able to sell anything to anyone, and he really does believe in his product with full conviction, even though he knows that it's a bad product. So I feel like this type of person is really dangerous, and you can really see that and feel that in this movie. And then we have Andy Garcia as Dr. Neil, the big boss of this pharmaceutical company, and I think he was really, really good in this movie too. He doesn't do that much in the first 2 acts of this movie, but then definitely does become a prominent character in the final act, and I just love Andy Garcia. I feel like he plays these intimidating boss type people so well, especially for example playing Terry Benedict in the Ocean's Trilogy franchise, and over here he is playing a bit of a similar character, and it's really interesting to see what happens to this character too. So, you know, Pain Hustlers wasn't the most amazing movie that you're ever going to see. I don't think it's completely awful either, but I feel like they definitely could have done so much more with the material that they had, and so for all of those reasons I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear from you. What did you think of Pain Hustlers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.